Hey Tanner, what's up, man? Well, Stan, long time no talk, bro. Long time, like 13 years or so. We haven't been speaking to each other because of that misunderstanding long time ago. But I still remember what happened, so I can kind of. I was trying to explain it to you. What actually happened and why did I ask the questions I asked and why did I react to your response and all that stuff. The thing is that regarding the none of your business thing, okay? Uh, First of all, I told you that it is rude to talk to your friend like this. It's not because, your privacy or something like that. It's just rude to respond to somebody like this, all right? Hopefully you understand it by now. It's just like the tone of conversation. Like you don't say to people none of your business. Like I'm pretty sure, like if you're at the workplace and the boss will ask you like, "How was your weekend? What did you guys do?" and you say none of your business, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have consequences with your boss, or with anybody else. That's just rude, and that's the way we were disciplined. That's the way we were taught in school. Like when I remember when I was you know in grade school, and the teacher said something like, she said, like, do you see everybody's here and you're not here? And I said, well, I'm not blind, so yeah, I can see. And she was like yelling and screaming, and she said, this is rude to respond like this. She said, you never talk to people like this. Even though I said, even I didn't mean to say like, oh, I'm not blind. I can see, not in that kind of tone. I meant to say physically, like, I'm not blind. Of course, I can see. But, she was really strict to us. That was the first thing. Second thing, I reacted like this because I asked you, what are you doing? Mainly to see what you do, whether you're doing something that, like I needed help with a Mac back then. I was at somebody's office and they needed help with videos and stuff like that. And at that point, I didn't have a Mac computer and you did. And I just needed a quick tip on how to do something. And, I'm at the office, I'm not home, I'm not chilling or anything. And I was just asking you for help. Now, when you said you cannot talk right now, and I asked you what are you doing, mainly to see what you're doing, whether you're doing something that you could not interrupt of doing, or you were just watching TV. If you were watching TV, I could have tell you then, hey, I'm here at the office. I need some help with the computer, and you're the only person that I know that does the videos, transfers videos from a Mac or whatever, and we will go from there. That's why I asked you. I asked you what you doing respectfully, like to you, because if I kept on saying please help me, that would be disrespectful to you. Like I don't care. You said you cannot talk right now. Well, I don't care that you not talk right now. Please help me. That would be disrespectful on my side. So that's why I asked you. Hey, well, what are you doing? And the way you responded, of course, it brought up the reaction because, well, you don't talk to friends like this. You can say, hey, I'm just busy right now. Well, you could at least say, well, what is it that that you need? You didn't have to tell me what you're doing, but you could have say what it is that you need. I can see if I can help you, and then I would understand. Okay, so you were ready. If it's an important matter, you're ready to help me. So I will tell you, hey, well, this and this, I'm doing this and this, and I will explain you the problem. That was at least where I was going with that. Not trying to get into your personal life and see your personal information. Absolutely not. Um, Secondly, you were saying that, but that video is still up, dude. After so many years. Secondly, you're saying about that YouTube channel and Tyler. Well, Tyler ended up to be a thief. He stole my computer that I let him use. He needed to use a Mac for something like a homework or something. or some kind of project, and I had an extra Mac that I didn't use, and I said I could lend it to you, you can use it, and he ended up stealing it. So after that, we basically, our friendship was over. The computer that I bought, if you needed the computer, I could buy you a computer. But at that point, you had a Mac. So I thought that Tyler's really my friend, and he was helping me with stuff on totally tech stuff, and he was actually the one who got the channel back once for me when it was hacked for the first time. He was the one who got the channel. So I mean, that's why I gave him a computer. The first computer that I bought him. And the fact that he didn't like you, or John Killer didn't like you, uh, I had to deal with that. Trust me. And when it comes to my friends, I really stand stand for them, like stand up for them, and I was sticking up for you all the time. That's why John left right away when I told him, hey, I can't let this happen. That a tenor has to come and complain to me about this videos getting removed or whatever the case was. Um, but anyways, that channel was a lot of drama, and it was hacked. And of course, the money that we made. Well, John, I will tell you honestly, John was the big part of that channel too. He got that channel to grow, John Killer. So on the one hand side, I have like appreciation to him that he helped me with that channel. On the other hand side, mm, he was just like who John Killer was. I mean, we all know by now. But anyways, maybe right now he's a cool guy. We never know. Hopefully he grew up, and hopefully he matured, became a good guy. But we don't know. I haven't talked to him. Now, regarding the that I talked to John a long time ago, way back, and I told him, John, you should stop deleting his videos. I mean, if the person doesn't have a camera, that's not his fault. Not everyone who is a part of a channel has high quality equipment. And Tanner does the best he can with his videos, so they have a place to be on a channel. And especially on a tech channel. Um, the quality of the video quality is not that matters. The information, that's what matters. I mean, that's the most important thing. So anyways, that is resolved. So what else was there? I don't really remember what else was there. It was too long ago. But trust me, we could have just sit down and talk, and not having one side of you, like from you. I mean, if we would sit down and talk and figure stuff out, we could resolve that back then. Trust me. Um, People tend to make fast decisions about me, about like this was the recent thing was this one other guy. His name was Super Matthew. And well, I explained to him that, dude, I rather voice chat than text chat, because it's, I have a poor vision, and my eyes get tired real fast. And I understand that he gave me the Instagram and voice messages that I was sending but voice messages are only 1 minute long, and if the conversation tends to be like for 5 minutes, imagine, or 6 or 10 minutes, imagine how many of those messages he would have to sit through. Where if we get in a call, we could just talk and, just talk for 5 minutes effectively. And then, that would be over with, the conversation. But I found out that he's using Discord. Hopefully you know what Discord is if you're still into gaming. And I was like, oh, dude, I have Discord. We can use Discord rather than using, text messages and, whatever. We can just use Discord to get in the call. And uh, he understood it as, I want to be in a Discord call during the stream, which is totally different. The Discord, I explained to him multiple times that the Discord It's a standalone application that you can use it with. You don't have to be on the stream to use it. I mean, you can use it as a messenger, And when I asked him, well, I did ask him about the stream because he was streaming with only one person, and he asked me, Stan, would you bring more people in? I want to get the status, blah blah blah, on Twitch, and I did. As far as me goes, you know how I am. If people asking me for help, I always help. Even with to Tyler with a computer, and so basically, he used the fact that I was helping him. I brought him some people, and they, watched the videos, and that's why he got the status. And then I asked him, well, it would be cool if I could be in one of your streams because I have a gaming computer and I have games that I have no one to play with. I'm paying the money for the games, multiplayer games, and that would be cool if we could stream. I mean, we've been friends for a while, and he's like, and he was streaming one time, and I said, "Oh, what do you guys use?" And he was like, "Discord." Oh, I said, "I can join in the call if you don't mind. That would be cool to co-host and all stuff." It's like, "Well, I don't get my viewers. I don't like viewers to co-host with me." I said, "Well, yeah, I understand that, but," I said, "there's a difference between viewers and actual friends that you made. When you made that person a friend and you play games with them, how am I different? We could play games too with co-hosts. That would be a good experience." And then I tried to explain it to him. Then we kind of changed the subject. And then during one of his streams, I came back to him and I, you know, asked him, "Hey, would you ever add me on Discord?" Now notice I said Discord, not in the stream. I said Discord. He's like, "Probably not." And throughout all this time, he was acting like my friend. And if he said, well, when he said, "Well, probably not," I said, "Well, you know, it's not fair." I said, "You said I'm your friend, but then you're saying I'm not worth you in Discord. How does it tie up together?" And at that point, I was like tired of all this drama being going on all the time, and I said, what, I, I honestly like feel like, you know, I don't. I sometimes I said I get so upset that I don't feel like I'm needed here on this earth at all. And at that point, he was like, "You ruined my stream. You're this, you're that," and he started like reacting, overreacting, like he was with his friend. He spent a night, dude, a night on his stream bashing me, calling me names, and then he blocked me. And he didn't give me a chance to even talk to him. I mean, what is it? After me supporting, after me helping, um, you know, you know how it feels, dude. Absolutely, you know how it feels. You know how you feel. In fact, you made the video before the video you made about none of your business. You made the video that, Stan, you need to look at your crew. You need to see who you friends with, basically, because you know, they're causing drama with your other friends, and exactly, and you were right at that. And I feel, dude, when I listened to that video, I was literally crying. Your video that you made, that first one, I was literally crying, and I felt so sorry that my best friend at that time, which was you, had to go through all this and being, mistreated by Tyler and John and all together. And I said, no, I can't let that happen. And I spent time with John and Tyler just yelling at them and screaming at them and defending you. And at the end, what happened is basically you basically booted me off. So I was kind of like, not supposed to be. If we were friends, we could find, the agreement and talk things over and resolve. And I remember even after you blocked me back then, you were like, "Oh, his channel has to be destroyed," blah blah blah. You said something like that. And it was like it was kind of terrible. It was bad. And yeah, I had the friends to support me. At that point, I had friends who really, had known me for a long time, and could prove you that I'm not the one who's gonna get into somebody's business, but brother, I was asking that kind of question, like, what are you doing? Um, to, in other words, I was not trying to disturb you from what are you doing. I didn't want to disturb you. That's why I asked you. Like, if you're chilling outside, walking, or if you're playing video game, if you're like, I don't know, doing something that can be paused, then you could help me at that point. Like, spend 5-10 minutes to help me. You know, that would be, the thing. But on the other hand, if you're doing like, I don't know, helping your dad to fix a car or something, like, I don't know, something that you cannot stop doing, then I would say, okay, what time can we get in the call so I can ask you that question, and we could, because I'm at the office, I'm not gonna spend all this time at the pastor's office fixing his Mac or whatever. So we could have worked something out, and that would be, at that. And that was the whole point. So I didn't see any points where I did something that, deserved for you to, uh, basically dump me as a friend, I would say. So if you're out there, if you're still on YouTube, if you still listen to this message, at some point maybe you'll just go in. Maybe nostalgia will hit you, and you're like, oh, I wonder how my old channel is doing. NEONMedia2 or something, and you hop on, and I'll name this video NEONMedia2, and you see this video, audio, whatever, and then you maybe listen to it, and maybe you'll say hi. I have a new channel right now, which is this one, obviously. Stanley G Tech is my new channel. Well, I got that Totally Tech Stuff name, so I have that name reserved. I had a channel, World of Stan, which was basically removed by Google by mistake. Yeah, I had a lot of videos on it, but it was like a review channel. I had a lot of like music videos, review videos, and all that stuff. That's after my Stanislavia account got hacked. And if you remember, I had the World Stand, and I had Totally Tech Stuff and Totally Tech Stuff 2, which were both hacked. But right now I have Stanley G Tech, which I do programming tutorials for Java and C Sharp, and might be other, messages. I mean, other languages, programming languages too. Could have a tech review. I'm not sure. I haven't done tech reviews in a while. It could be a disassembly videos to some tech, like laptops, iPhones, phones, whatever. I could have a separate channel for that, by the way, too, because my other friend, he wanted actually to join and do that with me. His name is Jimmy. So recently, like a couple days ago, he said, Stan, why don't we start the tech channel? I was like, okay. So we did make a channel. It's called We.2Techie. So we point number 2 and then techie. So yeah, we should post the videos there. And he's from the channel called We.2Saucy. So yeah. But if you type We.2Saucy, you should see the videos where they sit, they sit on a sofa and just chilling, talking about something. And the tallest one is Jimmy. So I do have a channel called SJ Soda Reviews, where I review drinks. Like, I don't drink alcohol, but I review like sodas and all that stuff. So I do have that channel. And that's pretty much all it is to it right now. So I graduated back in 2017 from Temple University, and I'm still job hunting. But while I'm job hunting, I still fix tech and all that stuff. Fix computers, build computers, repairing phones, all that stuff. So I do that. Do program. So, program both on the back and PC. Do some video games, so play some video games. So if you're up for a video game, if you're up for gaming, let me know. Since 2010, I started hosting Minecraft servers with along with me and my other friend Justin. I'm not sure if you ever met Justin, but he was on Totally Tech Stuff too. Remember, Justin Post. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So we started hosting for Minecraft, and then I still have a Well, I have upgraded. Of course, I upgraded the server. So right now it's a newer computer. Um, you know, still running servers. So mainly it's Minecraft servers, but I can run other servers. Um, Playing the band. If you go to SJ, I mean, if you go to my stand G Tech, you can see some videos of me playing in the band. I play drums. Um, so that's pretty much all it is to what I'm doing currently. So, anyways, Tanner, as I said, I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you. You know, it was just misunderstanding. I was trying to show you that, but you have been a great friend to me back then, and you were really serious about totally tech stuff. And I'm sorry that you got mistreated on the channel. I'm sorry that if you know something didn't work out with Tyler, and apparently Tyler happened to be a fake friend. Certainly because of what he has done for me, and John Killer is the same thing. Sadly, John had a big potential for the channel, and he helped the channel grow. And he was, how he was rooting for that channel. He was like, even removing your videos. And I said, John, don't worry about the quality of the video itself. Worry about the quality of content. I basically spoke to him, but he dumped all of us. So I still talk to Trevor. Trevor Warren. He's the one who introduced me to John Keller, by the way. And we tend to joke with him, like I say all the time. Hey Trevor, this is John from JohnKeller101.com. Yeah. So I still talk to Trevor, still talk to Justin. Let's see who else from that crew. I don't remember. Um, who else was there? Do you remember? I don't. But yeah, I got new friends. I got some also other friends who were fake to me. This one guy, I helped him with a computer, and I helped him with building custom built computer and all that stuff. He was a part of hosting, and then he ended up basically screwing me over. So, you know, people just some people are fake friends. You have to just deal with that. Some some people are just users and abusers, and that's what I was going against all this time. Using and abusing, being unfair. When that's why I told you. That's why I reacted that way when you said none of your business. I was like, that's not the way you talk to friends. There's some other ways to go about that, but that's not. That's not the way. It's disrespectful to talk to somebody like that. So. Though you're right, of course, to keep your privacy, but there are other ways to go around that. You don't have to necessarily say things. What are you doing? But you can say like, if it's your friend that you trust, you can tell them what you're doing. But if it's like, um, you don't want to say. You just say, well, what is it that you need help with? I'll see if I can help right now, real quick. And then no further questions asked. That you give a person an opportunity to still ask the question and see if you can resolve it within 5 minutes or even a minute. If not, if it's a long solution, then you would say, well, how about we get in the call a little bit later, help you out. And I would say, well, a little bit later I will not be at the office, but if you're busy with something that you cannot leave, then it's okay. Then I'll find help somewhere else. That would be the conversation. That would exactly be the conversation back then. But anyhow, hopefully you understand me, and gotta go eat my breakfast now. All right, it's 10:30. I didn't eat the breakfast yet. All right, man. Have a nice day or a good night or whenever you're listening to this. Hopefully you'll listen to it. Hopefully, you come and say hello. That would be awesome. That would be great because I still consider you my friend. You were one of the people who never used me, who never abused me, who never called me names. You were one of the if I still had you as a friend, you know, all those things that when people mistreated me, it would go away. Like I had so much drama happening. Trust me, on the servers, um, and on YouTube. So many people just want stuff from me, but they don't want to, respect me. So many people. It's just hurting how much, that has been going on. But yeah, I always considered you a friend. Yeah, I always consider what happened between me and you is just minor misunderstanding. So Tanner, again, if you're out there, if you're on YouTube, if you watch this video, if you hit this video somehow, let me know. All right, I want to know how you're doing, man, and we'll be happy to talk to you. All right, God bless. Bye.